and welcome. I'm Chrisanne.
And I'm Ari.
My 13-year-old elusive son. And we are Allergy Awareness Allies. We're here to talk about foods that are gluten-free, dairy-free, and delicious. And in this video, we're talking about our top staples. Things that are really important for us to have in our video, in our home. This is Cassie Rose in the video. She's a little tired, obviously. And then Cooper's here as well. He's trying to get into the food. So this video is all about the things that are important for us to always have in our home. So one thing people ask is, when you're dairy-free, what do you use for butter? So we use a product called Earth Balance. Earth Balance comes in a tub like this, and it also comes in sticks. There's 4 sticks within this container, and there's different varieties. There's an olive oil variety. There's a soy-free variety. This is the, I forget which variety this is, but they're all non-dairy, non-hydrogenated, vegan. This one's good for baking as well. This is what we use. Earth Balance. Highly recommend it. You can't taste the difference. It tastes delicious and it looks like butter. This one is melted and reformed because I do a lot with it. But it is normally a great texture. It is a nice soft texture. It's a creamy consistency and it's fantastic to work with. The sticks are great for when you're baking and a recipe calls for a stick of butter. You know, sometimes it's like, what's the measurement of that? So I'll go and I'll pull this out of my freezer. This one I keep in my freezer. This one I keep in my refrigerator. Sometimes I keep this on the counter. You're not really supposed to, but I do when I want it to get nice and soft if I'm doing a certain recipe with it. So Earth Balance, highly recommend. Very delicious. Very good, relatively easy to find. Most grocery stores carry these. And I have found that if they don't carry something and you want it, ask them to carry it. So it's called Earth Balance. My personal favorite one is the soy-free one, which is the red one. So there's a red one, a yellow one, a green one. I like the red one because of the soy-free. We get a lot of soy in our diet, so if I can reduce some of that, I have a teenage son, so, you know, if I can reduce some of that, that's even better. The other thing that we do have in the house that is soy is tofutti cream cheese. So this is my favorite cream cheese. We're going to do a whole cheese video, and I know I'm going to be talking about a couple cheeses in this video, but that's okay, we'll repeat them. Tofutti cream cheese, this is a plain version. They have another one. What is it, chives? No, do you remember? I forget what's in it. We don't get that one. I like the plain one because I make a lot of things with this. When I'm doing my stuffed mushrooms and everything, this is part of what I'm using in it. And we do this on toast and stuff. You like this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple varieties out there. Tofutti is my favorite company. So check that out. Little harder to find. Whole Foods does carry it. I notice a lot of the smaller health food stores do carry it. So check that out. Tofutti, it's excellent. It tastes like a cream cheese. The other thing that we like, since we can't drink milk, we like Almond Breeze. Almond Breeze comes in a whole host of flavors. This, of course, is the chocolate, and they have a plain, they have a vanilla unsweetened, they have a plain unsweetened, they have a whole host of things. My favorite is the chocolate. You like the chocolate as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice and creamy. I found some clear cups, so I can pour this. Let me see if I can do this without making a mess. That's a feat in itself. It's nice and creamy chocolate milk. You can see it's really good. I have made fraps with this. I have made different smoothies with this. Here, you want some?
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. So, yay, Almond Breeze, fantastic. Check if you're concerned about sugars and all that type of stuff. There's a lot of coconut milks that are on the market. We use those as well. There's hemp milk. We use those as well. There's oat milk. We do not use that because Ari's allergic to oats, and we're slowly reintroducing oat. This, fantastic. Highly recommend it. Almond Breeze chocolate.
Obviously, it's made of nuts, so if you're allergic to nuts, don't get
Right.
this one.
Right. So, yeah, they squeeze all the almonds to get the almond milk. But it's really good. And there's a recipe right on the side for a chocolate banana smoothie. And I have made versions of this. Fantastic with this product. Love it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Another product that we like that's relatively new to the market. It's by Daiya, so we're going to be talking about a couple Daiya products. This is Daiya blue cheese dressing. They make a couple different dressings. They make a ranch. We don't really care for the ranch as much, do we?
No.
The blue cheese, we love. The ranch, to me, doesn't taste like ranch. The blue cheese, you can see this is mostly empty. The blue cheese is really good. It does not have chunks like you would think a traditional blue cheese would, but this is vegan. No, I'm sorry. It is dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's soy-free, and it's egg-free. So it's really, really good. We use this when we're doing chicken wings, or, yeah, pretty much chicken wings, or salad. This is on a salad as well. So this is really, really good. Highly recommend this. This is becoming a little harder to find, so get it when you see it. The other thing that's also by Daiya that we like is their Daiya shredded cheese. Yes, Cassie thinks she's getting this and she's not. So this comes in a variety of flavors. I think it comes in 4 flavors. It comes in a pepper jack, and it comes in like a Mexican mixed variety. Let me see if it says on the back. It does not. It does not say. Oh, well, it's a teeny tiny little print. But I highly recommend this. My personal favorite is the mozzarella one. You happen to like this one?
Yeah.
You actually, Ari likes them all. Let's just say that. He likes them all. So when I'm making like cheesy eggs or something like that, it's this that I'm putting in. He does like this one on occasion, and that's fine. I have to say, I don't like it unless it's melted. And it has a wonderful melting consistency. It melts beautifully. When I'm making chicken parmesan, this is what I do. When I'm making a grilled cheese, this is what I do. Today I made steak and cheese with mushrooms. I did this, melted on the shaved steak. Fantastic. I don't like it unless it's melted. If I'm doing like a meatball sub, I'm doing this. It's delicious. What's your take on these?
Yeah, basically just what you said.
Okay. Yeah, I give it a seal of approval. What do you think?
Yeah.
We haven't been doing our seals in this video. So, yeah, check this out. These you can get in the cheese aisle. Most of these you can get on the regular aisle, where you would expect to get like the regular cream cheese, you get the tofutti cream cheese. Where you would expect to get the milk, you get the Almond Breeze milk. Where you get the shredded cheese, you can find these. That's pretty much how it works. Where you get the butter is where you get the Earth Balance butter. The other thing that we use is we've gone through a few varieties of mayo. And we used to do an egg-free vegan mayo when Ari was allergic to eggs, and we have successfully reintroduced eggs. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not going to give you medical advice. You need to do that under the supervision of your doctor. I'm just saying this is how it worked for us and our family. We slowly reintroduced foods, continued the allergy testing, continued to watch for symptoms, etc. So Ari can now eat eggs, but he has to have it fully cooked or like in baked goods and things like that. And now he can eat an egg mayo. So this is the mayo that we actually love. It's not super sugary. I don't like sugary mayo. If I'm gonna eat something sugary, I'm gonna sit down and eat chocolate. I don't like my mayo sugary. And it's the consistency of mayo. In fact, I have made something for us to taste test. with this mayo. So I made my world famous in my mind deviled eggs, and let's see if I can.
They're more house famous.
They're famous in my mind. This mayo mixes up really nice and creamy. And my deviled eggs, I do mayo, this mayo. I do a pinch of Gulden's mustard, fresh dill, that's key. Onion powder, garlic powder, a pinch of salt, and the mayo. And the egg parts, you know. It's delicious. The key is the fresh dill.
This is gonna get the seal of approval.
He wants them. That's why he wants the rest. It's a great mayo. It's a fantastic mayo. Here, you can have the rest. Kill him. So, those are our recommendations for foods that we consider staples within our house. We find them all to be delicious. These are foods that we have used for a very long time. 2 years, 3 years, 10 years for some of these. The dressing and the mayo are probably the newer ones to us, but we've been using this mayo, I don't know, about 2 years. The dressing, 2 years, maybe 3, and everything else for more than 10 years. The one thing that I will tell you, and I'm going to use this as my example, companies will change their ingredients without notifying you. They don't send out an email. They just do it. So whenever we go into a grocery store, which we're not right now because we're in quarantine, you need to read the ingredient list. Daiya changed their ingredient list a couple years ago. Now you can see there are slightly different variations to the bags. This has the old ingredient list. This has the new ingredient list. And they added potato to it. So we're not allergic to potato, but I'm just saying, you need to read the product, not just to look for a different label, but to look and see if things have changed, if you have the level of allergen that we do. So I constantly am reading things, even things that we have had before. I still go back and read the ingredient list or check it out online. But even online, I've noticed there has been things I've purchased on Amazon that online is something that we're not allergic to. I get the product in and I look, and on the product, we're severely allergic to it. So you really have to be careful and buy from a trusted source. There are things I will never buy from Amazon again. And there are things I will continue to buy from Amazon. So it's a lot of work. You know, I can't just run into a grocery store when I'm not in quarantine. I can't just run into the grocery store. It's a lot of work to pay attention and keep us safe and healthy. And Ari knows how to read his ingredients. Yeah. And he's been doing that pretty much his whole life, because that has been like an English lesson, a reading lesson, was to get him to have a working knowledge of understanding what the foods were and what the allergens were for him. So it's really important that everybody in the family understands. So that's my little bit of advice. So I hope these foods were helpful. Do you have a favorite food out of all the ones that we've talked about?
Definitely the deviled eggs.
The deviled eggs.
I'm eating one right now, in fact.
He's feeding his face. I have to say, out of all these foods that we talked about, no big surprise, my favorite is this one. It's delicious. I am not a milk drinker. Of course, I've most likely been allergic to milk my entire life. And when I was a child, they didn't do allergy testing. They flat out told you they didn't believe in it right to your face, even though you were sick as hell right in front of them. Whatever. So for me to have something like this, when I never drank milk growing up, I hated it because it made me so severely ill. For me to say this is my favorite is a big deal. So this is my favorite. You like the mayo, which is the deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we're going to give, here, we'll give these
the
seal of approval while he's busy eating his deviled eggs over there.
Well, I'm saving one for you.
Oh, no, you can eat it. That's
No,
okay.
I don't
I've
want
had a whole bunch. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Tell everybody what they need to do.
You need to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button.
And that lets everybody know when we're uploading some new videos. We have a lot of videos planned. Let us know if there's something that you would like to see. We're happy to test other things out, and we're happy to do a whole bunch of different types of videos using the foods that we have in the house or something else that we can get our hands on. Thanks all for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, whatever time it is where you're at. And thanks so much for tuning in. Check out our Facebook page, which is also called Allergy Awareness Allies. And I'm Chrisanne.
And I'm Ari.
And this is Cassie Rose, and Cooper's over there. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Be free.